position this time.
It doesn't look as like there's as many answers. The big problem though, and another genius play by the coach of SRG, man. Hume's the Ruby getting flexed into the roam now. We've all been waiting for the Ruby roam, but it's mostly been AXP, but that's going to be a beautiful answer to the Alpha now. It's like every time they always find something to put a wrench in NIP Flash's plans.
Hey man, that's going to be Coach Arcadia for you here, but we're going to jump into the land of Donna once again, seeing if NIP Flash can go ahead and narrow down the series, get it to a 1-for-1. We'd love to see these 5 games of these Titans from their regions clash it out. Again, the first time that one of these teams will make it to the grand final here for the MSC 2024. And looking at this too, I'm glad to see Alpha come to play, man. It's funny because I have you on desk here with me, and I know you've shared your sentiments about Alpha, but in the hands of Hades, hey, maybe he can make it work.
Honestly, Alpha has had some good runs. He's also had some very bad runs. He's kind of on the 50-50 right now. I didn't pay attention to what the win rate was, but I think we've seen some teams playing very well, and we've seen some teams playing very bad. So we'll see how he works out here.
Yeah, and part of that, Trex, is actually the fact that you get this great advantage early on, but wow, actually, so guys, is he going to push this? Okay, he's not. So part of the fact that you have this Alpha early on is the damage is pretty good, but you pair it up with a Louis Yi, and I think that's going to be classic here when it comes to the first objective take. The amount of damage you can pump out on Louis Yi early on is quite shocking for a lot of people to deal with. You pair that up with an early level 4 Spear of Alpha, and that's why Sakai's also wants to keep an eye on Hades, trying to keep him from getting that level 4. Tempest of Blades.
Both able to hit the level 4 though cleanly, still at an even jungle rate. Turtle's going to be up in 20 seconds. Both teams poking, putting the feelers out, but nothing too major yet.
Okay, here's the question for you. You haven't seen Bruno too much, maybe a couple times throughout the knockout stage. You think it's going to work here for Vanix this time? Because let's be honest, he struggled in the previous game.
He definitely struggled in the previous game, but there was some reasons for that. I think this time there's possibilities for him. We do have some big crit damage there, a little less shred, and because there's a few more squishies, there's some targets he can get down onto. There's possibilities for him to pop off, but again, a lot of that comes to how the team is going to play around it.
Yeah, again, Turtle's going to be up now. Objective's going to be the focus.
Whoa, speaking of Vanix.
Hey, Vanix having a better game already. Gets first blood on this Bruno pick. So that's about as good of a start as you can hope for on the Bruno for Vanix. So great start. Innocent does go down. It's not often you see that where, some miscalculations from Innocent. And the Claude takes a lot longer to build up. Bruno, traditionally, maybe 2 items. Good diversion play too here.
Beautiful diversion play. They're going to lock on to Sekai's. This guy Prince pops. That Tempest of Blades is able to just get away with the Finch Poise, but they got the orange buff, and either way, that is a dub for NIP, but now they're on the run. Innocent with a Blazing Duet, able to connect onto both. Sekai's trying to maybe think about the pop-in, think about the engage. They decide to back off, though.
Ignore the turtle for now. Let's just duke it out. Let's just fight, they say. But now with that, losing that orange buff isn't going to be anything too crazy for Sakai's. He does have his purple at least, and they might make their way for this turtle now. They're going to go ahead and focus out JPL so he can't get that setup he's looking for. Still has the wild charge and the flicker. So this is going to be a little bit of a crucial moment for both these teams. Real quick, too, no first items locked in just yet. Still on the way there. Couple level 2 boots also locked in for some of the roamers to XP laners. Fury Hammer, though, for Diablo could be enough damage to pump out a possible kill early on. Remember, too, he's got that Petrify. So on the flip side, both XP laners, top side again.
They're going at it.
They're going at it, man.
Blow for blow.
Lane, yeah. But they're going to start with the turtle finally. Again, keep an eye on both XP laners as they approach this, utilizing the Petrifies if they can. Cram waits patiently.
I'm offended. Locks on to Hades. Sakai's looking for the backside, trying to lock onto one, but he gets petrified, knocked off the wall. Tempest of Blades does come down, able to get the kill onto Hades there. That's 1 down and a turtle. Sakai's able to secure it. SRG coming out on top in the fight.
Man, the timing here. I'm not sure if they're going to actually be able to force JPL down. They might want to.
Diablo may be able to help out, but Humes doesn't want to give it up. He's at least going to zone him away, and that's going to help out Cram here. SRG don't force it.
Man, going back again to that turtle fight, great timing from Cram to use that dragon form that he lands a Petrify. They have enough CC to even just go ahead and handle Hades and then get the objective. So timings on the initiation. Here we go. We're going to look at the STC replay. This is what I'm talking about. Cram goes in, finds 2 targets, throws them in. Even JPL uses the wild charge, but flickers out. Unfortunately, they can't get that kill, but they get everything else they wanted for SRG.
Yeah, they're going to have to start thinking about this lane, man. Sakai's is a problem. And they don't have an answer, but Curtizi looking for the diversion once again, just like last time, except this time it's a different Creek camp. Innocent, though, onto him, pops a BMI. Looking for the dash over to Spear of Alpha, connects. Innocent able to BMI away. Tempest of Blades comes down, knocks up Hades. Looking for the next target. Curtizi trying to run, trying to get away, but Sakai's won't let it happen today. Sakai's now maybe in a bad spot as well. Diablo, Vanix, locked up, but look at the damage. Diablo able to get the kill before Vanix drops, though. That's 2 for 1. Jungler for jungler, mid lane as well.
Oh, did they? I thought they wanted more, but man, talk about the mechanics on Innocent here. You know, going back to what we heard from Coach Arcadia.
Ooh, I'm offended. Followed up by the Blazing Duet. The trade happens, but Vanix finally goes down, and Innocent gets his revenge.
Oh, Diablo, who part of this fight. Again, Innocent with the mechanics here. Just great escape earlier on with the BMI, the way that he even used it to go ahead and spawn out that bush, that diversion play. So he'll be fine for now. Continue to farm up and just already makes up for, you know, that first blood that went over to Vanix earlier on. And now they find themselves with the second turtle up too. So, you know, these minor things for SRG gives them a very small lead ahead.
Ooh, they're positioning from Cram there, waiting for Hades to come back to his bush. And Sekai's dance is over. They pick up the kill.
Again, it's just looking like NFB Flash is just kind of getting outplayed around the map. And part of that too is just this is what a Ling does. I'm surprised again Sakai's gets it because he's able to find his timings and movement around the map so well here. In conjunction with the fact that you have Cram on this Yuzhong, it was a great last pick because the Yuzhong and the Novaria allow you to go ahead and just spot things out across the map, whether that's with the Echo, whether that's with the Dragon form.
Even there, they don't even need the Retribution. They know they can secure the turtle. They use Sekai's to take the tier 3 on the bot side. I mean, SRG's rotations right now are just so clean all around the map.
I'm gonna say it again, man. You know, I'm sorry I said it earlier about the Alpha, but this is looking like what we saw back, you know, with a familiar team. He's struggling right now. 0-3, has not been able to do much at all for Hades this time around. And it's looking grim already, and the reason why I say that is because if Alpha doesn't have a good start, he naturally falls off, you know, towards the mid to late game transition. So when you have a tough start in the beginning, you really have to rely on the team here. Looking at the items, he's only got the War Axe. You have a Berserker's Fury and a Haas Claws over on the other side. Look at the gap. You know, 1,000 gold ahead too for Sakai's, and that is going to play a part in even the next objective. So still, you know, you have to, like I said, you have to rely on the rest of the team to really pick things up here for NIP.
All right, so NIP. Oh, nice wild charge. Trying to pick things up like you said, but the damage comes in from Nooms. Big, I'm offended. Pulse 2 into the Blazing Duet. And now JPL in a little bit of trouble. But Sekai's the sky. Rains down upon him, but Sakai still goes down. Diablo able to get the kill. It's 4 for 1. NIP in trouble.
That's a trade you're going to take any day. A 4 for 1 trade. And still, Cram gonna go ahead and battle it out with Diablo here. He gets taken down. Skypiercer's gonna go ahead and proc too. So Diablo gets one, but man, talk about an exchange from SRG. Not sure if Diablo can do much more other than clear the lane. Looks like, again, a diversion's gonna be used to just get in position, but they're 15 seconds away from the Lord here.
15 seconds from a big push from either team. Most likely SRG will have positioning over. We've seen possibilities from NIP, but even when they get the big knockup, even when they're able to make a play happen, SRG responds so well. And Humes, Vanix taken down as well. He got his 1v1 back to back now. Innocent for Vanix, back and forth.
Innocent, a beast himself. I mean, he got the one down earlier on, then is now 4-1. Diablo, though.
Diablo, look for the 1v1 himself. Tempest of Blades does come down. Diablo able to eye for an eye away. Out of the damage, but Sekai still on the chase. And it's hard to run from a Ling, but wait, is this going to be the outplay? Sekai smells it in the air. He gets away.
How does he keep getting the Ling? I mean, he's doing things like this, and it looks like, too, they just went ahead and started up the Lord, and they take it with Innocent.
Ooh, so much damage on Hades. Hades trying to get away with the Spear of Alpha, but Cram still gets the kill with the passive.
Oh,
now
Kurt. Cutting it close. Kurt. But, man, SRG, just like we saw previously, this is their power play. This is their movements that they make time and time again from what we've seen from them. And just patiently waiting. Sakai's has done this multiple times. And you're wondering, what can NIP Flash do to stay in the game? We're only 10 minutes in. Lord pushing down the bottom side. These tier 2s are going to fall. Diablo stays up on the top to try to keep that wave from pushing in. But these buffs are all going to go in the hands of Sakai's here. Good damage, though.
Oh, they just missed Stormy. JPL's going to go down for that one. Sakai's with another kill. And now Lord's still coming. They can send Stormy back. It's okay.
That was a little desperate, you know, from JPL. It's kind of like, you know, you try to get at least something. Shields are going to pop, and now the Lord is here on the bottom side. Look at Yumes. Look at the positioning. Zoning them out completely. They're afraid of the I'm Offended.
Ooh, and there's the I'm Offended. Speaking of it, Hades gets a Spear of Alpha, brings a bunch of them back, and Diablo strikes back with a double kill. Cram, Yumes down for the price of nothing. NIP able to defend now. They lose an inhibitor, and here comes a diversion play. They're going to try to lock onto another member. Stormy onto the tier 3. They get the Petrify. They get the kill. And now they find some answers. Innocent, though, comes in with Blazing Duet, finds Vanex. Curtizi goes down next. Innocent with a double. He gets shut down from Diablo. Sekai's now in a weird position. Needs to go for the tower. Maybe even needs to get out of here.
Man, and talk about Diablo, the saving grace here for NIP Flash. He's 7-0 right now. And this is literally, as we look at the STC replay, great positioning. This is already after he got multiple kills. Good attempt from Innocent to get what he can, but Diablo right now, the damage is there, and this is why they wanted that Benedetta. Because, man, it's almost to the point where, all right, I've got to put this on my shoulders. We've seen him do it time and time before in his past. He's got that Blade of FCs, he's got Skypiercer, and the Blade of Despair. That's enough to be able to pump out all that damage. But if he gets taken out, man, do you lose so much fighting power with NIP Flash right now. You need so much more time for them to catch up. Because again, it's only 3 items here for Vanex, and look at the fight for the resources.
Sakai's back to the backside once again. Curtizi goes down. Next might just be JPL, but the Blazing Duet able to shred things away. Innocent finds JP. Vanex, Curtizi, 3 members down, make it 4 as Sakai's cleans up the pieces. Diablo tries to save it all, but he can't. Innocent with a double. It's a full 5-man wipe.
Oh, it's a full 5-man wipe, and I think they're just going to go ahead and run it down mid lane. They tried to fight, but it's just too much of a lead for SRG.
NIP, the rumbling is upon us. The Titans are here, and the Giants take game number 2.
The Giants.